Hey there, YouTubers. All right, so in this video, redoing our benchmarks from this Asus Prime Z690 motherboard. Let's look at system information so we can get it right. i5 13600KF RAM. We have looks like 4 sticks of 4 gig 3000 megahertz. Asus Prime Z690P Wi-Fi D4. All right, so let us redo this, okay? So, couple of viewers, more like 5 or 6, mentioned or reminded me that I had not updated Intel Management Engine, and that this would have, an effect and get me the numbers that I should have gotten originally, right? Well, when I did this originally, honestly, don't believe that message was on Asus's website. I could be wrong. Most likely I am wrong, but we'll just say that I am right. Okay? So, thank you, viewers, for correcting me. Now, another viewer discussed some other things you could do in the BIOS that would help. They got the scores back up, but a lot of this stuff was still grayed out, right? But now, after updating Intel's management engine, I can actually change these things, all right? So that aspect is working. Now, CPU cooler today is I think it's D14, knock 2 a D14. Um, Dual tower, 120 millimeter fan and 140 millimeter fan on that, okay? Those are Noctua fans on the Noctua cooler. And you saw the motherboard. Power supply EVGA 750 gold this time around. So let's go ahead and do the benchmarking here, and then we'll do our Cinebenches. So when I did this before, we got a score like 4,000, right? And all the Cinebench scores were like half what they should have been. After making some adjustments in the BIOS, I was eventually able to get much higher scores, but was not hitting the numbers I should have been hitting. And even this score, folks, is less than what it should be. I believe I was almost at 9,000 in here, right? So, you can see the temps are ridiculously low, and the processor frequency is much higher than what that shows. So that is interesting. Um, and I almost wonder, are these even the right values in here? It says they're right. Let's check that out real quick. Yeah, Google Chrome. Sometimes, you make a video and you just want to make sure that you've got everything right. And what am I looking for, folks? Well, I'm not going to find all the cores on here. What I am looking for, though, is not that. Let me just go to Amazon, get the information. Up to 5.1. Okay, so that is right. Let's kill that. That's what I was wondering, though. I've had some of these 13th gen. We got the i9, which has 2 at 54 and the rest at 53, and then whatever the i7 was. All right. So let's check out Cinebench R20. There's a score that I had at one point. amazing looking back at how much higher these scores are than a lot of the processors I've had that I've used on this one. I think somebody told me how to save these, because sometimes they don't save, but you see an i5 9400F, that wasn't me. There's me. There's me while this thing's screwing around. i5 11400, i7, i9, and then the i5 13600KF before. So 9103. So the score is lower than you would expect. So that's interesting. So I'm still, I think at this moment, folks, going to say stay away from these Asus Prime motherboards. Let's, oops, we don't want the zip one. Let me delete this out of here. So we'll run this one. And I will say my CPU is running a little hotter than I would expect it to be. Can't believe anything else has been changed here, but so this should be in the 20s. It should almost take over second place if it was running right. And there you go, 23. So that one's not bad. Not bad. I'm going to, hopefully this will go into the BIOS. You have to time these things. All right, so holding in delete. Actually, I'm going to hold in delete and F2. Come on. There we go. We're in the BIOS. All right, so just to check to see if there's any settings have been changed. So I don't see anything that isn't set to auto. Just not getting it done, folks. All right, well, there you go. Nothing has really changed here. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.